So, hello to the qualifying of the 1 hour of Algarve round 2 today here on GTSL TV. Yeah, today we have 11 drivers at the moment. The old mage couldn't make it. The race winner of the 2 hours of Daytona couldn't make it, unfortunately, but his teammate Streetsmark is here, and yeah, Team Dolsby is a very competitive team, and they are looking for a good result again in this race. Again, we have some rookies. One of them is Gnome V8. He's driving a open cockpit LMP2 car, something new. And the other guy is... who's the other guy? I have forgotten. Oh yes, Cepher317 is the second new guy, and he's also driving an open cockpit LMP2 car. So, two new guys, and immediately we have a new variant of a car in the league. And here are now the first lap times. Moniker's first at the moment in the LMP2 class with a 1:36.1. In GTE is Big Bad Rosler first with a 1:43.1. Close behind him is Deathstroke in his Ferrari with a 1:43.2, and behind him is Big Bad Rosler's teammate TX Executioner with a 1:43.4. Monica improves onto a 1:35.6, and Confused at Night is now the new second place in LMP2 with a 1:35.8. And Big Bad Rosler improves by 0.7 of a second and is now first in GTE with a 1:42.4, and just behind him Streetsmark came out of the pits, and he is looking to set a lap time to place his Team Dolsby machine number 12 onto a good starting position. Now that his teammate isn't able to compete, he has to get the points for Team Dolsby. This truck is a nice truck. It's yeah, Daytona is something in itself, but Algarve, it has a nice combination of elevation changes. It's really nice, and that's why we are going to go on board with Streetsmark and have a look on the track. Downhill into the first turn, somebody's coming out of the pits. It has hindered Streetsmark maybe a little bit. Now into a right-hand hairpin, going immediately into a uphill left-hander, which is full throttle in most cars. Then here downhill braking zone into a left-hander hairpin. Early on to the throttle through this left king, and then through the right king, which is half throttle, I think, through the, with most cars. And this big quest into a left king, then a right king, which immediately goes into a 90 degrees right-hander, then downhill and uphill left-hander king into a hairpin, going through some traffic, a lot hand corner, and now through the very long right-hand turn, which is the last turn with a awkward quest, which can give you a lot of understeer. And that's a bunker time for Streetsmark, third place in LMP2 with a 1:37.4. Hey Danny, hope you enjoyed the stream. TX Executioner now took the provisional pole position from his teammate Big Bud Rosler with a 1:42.2, and his teammate Big Bud Rosler is just 1/10 behind with a 1:42.4. Oh, TX Executioner spun in sector 2, I think, and reset it to the pits. Oh, Monica is first in LMP2 with a 1:34.9. That's a impressive lap time. Eight minutes to go in this qualifying session. Let's see who gets the pole position and who has to overtake the field. And Zephyr, I think, just spun in front of Monica. Yes, that was Zephyr. He's a little bit off the pace in the LMP2 class. Only a 1:44.8 from him. If you look at the at the fourth place of LMP2, which is Gnome, with a 1:40.6. That's 4 seconds faster. So there needs to be a improvement by Zephyr in the 39 machine. It's interesting to see two open cockpit cars competing against three closed cockpit cars in the LMP2 class. Yeah, that's... I actually didn't drive the open cockpit cars, so I don't know how they handle and how fast they are. So it's going to be interesting to see how they compete, I would say. Okay, and that was clearly not a good lap by Gnome. 12 seconds off the pace from his previous best, and now he outbraked himself. There's in sector 1 of the track. The cars are close together. Ah, here's Skollendag. Skollendag only 5th in GTE at the moment with a 143.9. Not last in GTE, but last is Lumatic with a 155.3, and that's a, if I am allowed to say so, a pretty bad lap time. I hope Lumatic will improve on that. There's a 3-man group somewhere. I want to find it. But I have no idea. Okay, Lumatic is in between. Ah, 5 seconds improvement by Lumatic, but only a 150.1. Still a improvement needed. Also by Zephyr, who is last in LMP2 with a 144.8, which is about 4 seconds slower than Gnome. Lumatic is about 7 seconds slower than Skollendag. And Skollendag is ahead of Lumatic in the GTE class. That camera view is really cool. How the cars slide over the quest in the last corner. No improvement by a big bad Rosler, but a big improvement by Lumatic. 4 seconds faster, a 1:46.4, but still 3 seconds off the pace. 1 minute to go in this qualifying session for the 1 hour of Algarve. Who will get the pole position for each category. At the moment, Monica is first in LMP2 and TX Executioner is first in GTE. No improvement by Monica. TX Executioner is in the pits. Four tenths improvement by Lumatic, 1:46.0. Still off the pace, but he has one flying lap left to improve on his lap time. Monica coming through the last turn and powering down the straight to see if he can improve, and he doesn't. Hey, wait, what the? Okay, I'm not going to ask. Yeah, okay. Skollendag is the next guy to cross the line, is now on pit straight and doesn't improve, seems like. And now Lumatic. Does he get a better position than last in GTE, or does he start from last place like in Daytona? It seems like he didn't improve. So, first in LMP2 and pole position in LMP2 has Monica with a 1:34.9. Second behind him is Confused at Night with a 1:35.7, I think. Third behind Third behind Confused at Night is Streetsmark. Fourth in LMP2 is Gnome V8. Fifth is Sever. And rounding out the LMP2 field. The start of the GTE field is TX Executioner. His teammate Big Bad Rosler rounds out the front row. Schmix is third in GTE, and behind him is Deathstroke in fourth. Skollendag is fifth, and Lumatic rounds out the GTE field. We are waiting for the start of the 1 hour of Algarve. Only 11 drivers here today, but still it is going to be a exciting race, I think. Yeah, coming down the front straightaway, and the lights go green for the 1 hour of Algarve. And they are powering down to turn number 1, and Monica gets a bump from behind, I think. Looked like it. Confused at Night is first from turn number 1. And everybody came through clean, I think. Some cars are going off track, but I think that's avoiding action. Oh, there was a tap between the two Ford GTs, between Skollendag and Big Bad Rosler, I think. Oh, Big Bad Rosler spun out and now is dead last behind Lumatic, who is just following the fields. I don't know what's up with him today. Meanwhile, Confused at Night is controlling the race at the front, with Monica not too far behind. Schmix is leading the GTE field after that start. Deathstroke is in second, Zephyr is in fifth of LMP2 between the GTE cars. Skollendag is third in GTE, Lumatic fourth, and Big Bad Rosler fifth. Oh, sideways moment for Deathstroke through the uphill left-hander. It allowed Zephyr cleanly past. But now Zephyr made a mistake, and this is a battle between a LMP2 and GTE car, but I think now Zephyr's pulling away from Deathstroke. Meanwhile, Lumatic is going through the field. He is now in position number 4 of GTE. Streetsmark, no, Confused at Night has spun. He lost the lead to Monica and lost even the second place to Streetsmark. Oh, Skollendag has spun. A lot of problems for the drivers, as the elevation changes of this track are not good for the cars. The cars are not liking those elevation changes, and I think Big Bad Rosler is going into the pits. Yes, it is Big Bad Rosler. He's doing either a early pit stop or the drive-through penalty he got. he caused a massive crash in the 2 hours of Daytona, and he got a drive-through penalty for this race. So I think he's serving that. He just come out of the pits now. Gnome and Zephyr are in between the GTE cars and are now close to each other, and this is just maybe the battle of the open cockpit cars. Oh, Zephyr has spun in front of Gnome and has given 4th place of LMP2 to Gnome. And Gnome will drive away while saying, "Thanks for that, buddy." And now at the moment everybody's in single file and doing their own thing. But we're staying with Gnome because he is in a faster car at the moment and is catching up Deathstroke. Oh, there's somebody off in the last turn. That isn't Big Brother Rosler. It's Skollendag. Skollendag went way off in in the last turn, and Big Brother Rosler nearly crashed into him. That wouldn't have been nice if that had happened. Oops, wrong camera. Onboard view of Gnome chasing down the GTE Ferrari of Deathstroke. Oh, as Deathstroke went off the track to leave Gnome pass. Confused at Night is just behind Street Smart, I mean. Gnome is going through the GTE field to get up to the LMP2s and actually challenge for actual championship positions. Oh, going a bit sideways out of that corner and going wide, and Lumatic nearly following him off the track, and that allowed Deathstroke to gain a lot of time on Lumatic. Oh, I think Deathstroke has some handling problems with his car through that uphill left-hander. That's the second time he had some oversteer through that. LMP2 cars of Street Smart and Confused at Night are close together, and the GTE cars of Lumatic and Deathstroke. I try not to miss a overtake, as I think we just missed one. Confused at Night is ahead of Street Smart in second place, and Scotland left the session, so we only have 4 drivers remaining in GTE and 9 drivers overall. Unfortunate. Confused at Night looking in good form today. As Deathstroke is still, as Lumatic is still ahead of Deathstroke, and is hoping that Deathstroke doesn't get that momentum, which is crucial for a pass. Street Smart is staying behind Confused at Night to maybe get that chance to get that second place back. Meanwhile, Monica is leading the way with 18 seconds ahead of Confused at Night. Street Smart is going very slow through that first turn. That didn't look good. He lost a lot of time to Confused at Night. Oh, somebody spun behind them. That's Zephyr. He's struggling with his car. That's a unfortunate debut for him. Deathstroke doesn't quite get the momentum out of the corners to get past Lumatic. They just keep the same gap over and over. As Gnome gets closer to the GTE leader, which is the GTE leader is Schmix, and Gnome is catching up to him. Oh my god. If I see it correctly, Gnome is now in LMP2 territory, so if he pushes a little bit, he is in contention for the podium. It's still a long race, still 45 minutes to go, and Deathstroke is getting closer to Lumatic, or not. There's again somebody spun, and it's Zephyr. Oh, he doesn't have a great debut. He has oh, Deathstroke is going for the pass around the outside through the left-hand kink. So was that just of course a pure speed, or was that because of a mistake of Lumatic? I think Lumatic made a mistake because it seemed like he went very slow. Yeah, and now you see he lost that momentum, and now Deathstroke yeah, had the chance to make that gap. Is Zephyr spun again? Oh god, what is this guy doing? He's going to get lapped by Streetsmark. Oh yeah, a Gnome did a mistake, I think, as Schmicks got past him again. Oh, a little bit of luck from Deathstroke. Oh, Monica is catching up to these two and is going to lap them. Oh, going wide through the last turn. Oh, Lumatic wanted to go around the outside of Deathstroke, but now lost a ton of time because he went wide. Oh, close stuff between the GTE and LMP2 car through that Opel left-hander. Oh, was that a corner cut from Lumatic, or was I just fantasizing whatever. I can't English. I can't English. Eh? So Gnome is catching up to Schmix again after he did a mistake and fell back behind Schmix. But oh, my race feed says he made him pit stop, so maybe he did a pit stop and that's why he's behind Schmix. By the way, if Schmix wins this race, that would be phenomenal because this is Schmix's home race. Schmix is leading his home race from the first lap on. So great race for him. Not such a good race for Gnome and Zephyr. And even Big Bad Rosler, who's yeah, not too far behind for that what's happened to him. Some weaving from Deathstroke and Lumatic, and they are going side by side down the start-finish straight. Lumatic has the inside and gets the position. Oh, as he runs wide and leaves Deathstroke past again. Almost very close behind the GTE leader, but goes for a very dangerous overtake, I think. But he made the move stick, so yeah. A little moment, I have to... Okay. Oops. Sorry. I'm going to invite Skolondak to the party, and maybe I'm going to interview him. I hope he has a microphone. Oh, what's happened here? Lumatic got lapped by Confused at Night. And run wide. Oh my god, my voice. It's not good if your voice is letting go in the middle of a commentary. Oh, Lumatic has some kind of problem. He lost a ton of time to Deathstroke, then got lapped by Confused at Night, and now has spun in the first corner, so he has to have some kind of problem. Oh, Gnome is ahead of Schmix. And Confused at Night just lapped Deathstroke. Moing moing. There's not much action going on the track at the moment. Let's watch the leader a little bit. Moniker, the leader of the LMP2 class. Oh, actually there are two cars close to each other. I don't know who it is. Nope. Ah, Lumatic and Streetsmark. So the LMP2 cars are lapping the GTEs. Hopefully they get through the traffic without any problems. Yeah, it seems like Skolandak doesn't want to get interviewed. He doesn't want to get into the PlayStation party. Yes, I hope so too, but it isn't relevant for the league because we are racing with LMP2 and GTE, not GT3. Oh, this is not good for Confused at Night. He lost a little bit of time because Schmix didn't make place for him. Because the GTE cars should make make space for the LMP2 cars when they get blue flags. And now confusing Monica. I think so. No, there are some cars between them. A lot of cars, I mean. Yeah, 31 seconds ahead of Confused Knight. This is going to be a easy race for Monica, I think. But there's still a half an hour to go, so he can still crash, still disconnect. Streetsmark in a solid third place. Nothing more or less to expect from him. Oh, somebody has spun in the third sector, at the start of the third sector. Who's that? Ah, Big Bad Rostler. Yeah, Big Bad Rostler's not having a great race. And last race it didn't went well. His oh my god, what's up with me? The last race didn't go after plan for him. Gnome is doing a pit stop. There are actually a lot of guys who are doing a pit stop. Monica is doing a pit stop. Now Streetsmark is first. And Confused Knight is doing a pit stop. So, Confused Knight, I mean Streetsmark, oh my god. Streetsmark is now first and is now maybe pushing to get that pit stop window wider. To maybe have the chance to gain some track position. But you won't gain too much time as Monica isn't too far behind after a pit stop. Somebody has spun. It's not Sever. Maybe it was Deathstroke. I'm not sure. Schmix is making a pit stop. And Deathstroke is also doing a pit stop. So yeah. Half an hour through the race and everybody's doing pit stops. Yeah, nice turn. Ah. Last race we had a starting grid of 14 people and finished with 7. So yeah, We should have gotten a full lobby this time, but some guys didn't turn up despite signing up, and we have a sign up thread on the website, on the homepage, to so we know which drivers are going to turn up and which can't. Yeah, it's unfortunate that some guys sign up and then don't turn up. Yeah. Yeah, Lumatic is leading the GTE field at the moment, but he has to do a pit stop still, I think. I'm pretty sure he has to do one. But keep in mind, pit stops aren't mandatory. You can decide if you want to do a pit stop or you try to go the full race distance. And my voice is completely going at the moment. I'm so sorry. As Monica catched up to Streetsmack, who also has to do a pit stop if he wants to have fresh tires. Still, he can do the full race distance on his starting tires. And now Monica's getting a easy pass into the lead of the LMP2 category. And Streetsmark even running wide. Oh, did Zephyr spin again, or why did he go so slow? Clean pass down the inside by Gnome, down the inside of Lumatic. Oh, I think Schmix has a penalty because his position number is red. So he has some kind of penalty. That's unfortunate. Oh, it seems like Zephyr has spun somewhere. 30 seconds off the pace, that's not normal. He's now just behind Big Bad Rosler and is going to get lapped by I think that's Gnome, yeah. Gnome is going to... The one rookie is going to overtake the other rookie. And Pickpocket Rostler leaves them to by going off track. Zephyr cleanly leaves Gnome past, as he doesn't want to get into the way of the competition, I think. As Monica is still chilling in first place with no worries. Oh, I'm not sure where to go. I'm not sure where to go if you're interested in a league outfit. Our league is full, I think. Maybe one spot or two, I don't know. And I would say AOR, but AOR is so big. And everybody... Yeah. We are just trying to achieve a community that's just cool. Like, we have some competition, but we are all doing some nice little events, all by our own, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I would say I guarantee you will find some friends in our league if you're joining our league. That's I think our goal. The administrator said we are heavily focusing on the community, not on the actual competition. It's a big part, the competition, but we are trying to create a... "20 minutes to go, and Monica is currently leading the LMP2 field. Behind him is Streetsmark, and in third place of LMP2 is Confused at Night. Gnome is in fourth place, and Lumatic is leading the GTE field at the moment. Schmix is second, going off track to trying to catch Lumatic. Deathstroke is third in GTE, and Big Bad Rosler is fourth. And Zephyr is actually doing a pit stop and last in LMP2 and overall last. Yeah, no problem. Cold brew drip drop. Nice work by Deathstroke to not get into the way of Monica. I think Lumatic could win the GTE category this race. He didn't do a pit stop, but I think he can go to the end of the race. And the same with Streetsmark. I think he can secure the second place despite not doing a pit stop. And Confused Knight is doing a second pit stop, I think. So yeah, Streetsmark has enough time between him and Confused at Night, so why don't try it? Deathstroke is slowly catching up to Schmix. Oh, running wide and going sideways into turn number 1, and Zephyr is parked off track. He has the worst debut you ever could imagine. I don't want to be him at the moment. Streetsmark does a pit stop. Okay, he doesn't try to go till the end, but maybe he has now soft tires and is now pushing on the limit. But yeah, but he will push on the limit just to get the fastest lap, I think, because 1 minute behind Monica. I don't think he will catch up. But he can try. Maybe Monica makes a big mistake. Matic is still leading the GTE category. Is he going to pit? He is 22 seconds ahead of Schmix. So I don't know how long a pit stop is on this track. So in Lumatic's situation, I would stay out and try to go till the end if he has enough fuel. That's the next big thing. Oh, Confused Knight getting a little bit angry, I think, with the traffic, as he nearly made a dive bomb on Schmix, and Schmix didn't see that. Now he goes down the inside through the hairpin and past Schmix. Sorry, I'm coming back in a sec. Okay, back again. I had to get my throat clear. It's... oh, I don't know what's up with my throat. Gnome is doing a pit stop. As he has nothing to lose, like nearly all the other guys. Oh, wow. The last 7 minutes of the 1 hour of Algarve, and it's looking pretty finished, I think. Everybody's in his own position. The only close guys at the moment are Schmicks and Deathstroke. Yeah. Oh, Deathstroke spins in turn number 1. So he won't catch up to Schmicks anymore, as he lost a lot of time to him now. Unfortunate for him and Team 488, as he is the only driver for Team 488 today, because BW came too late. Oh, Schmicks did a mistake. So he is still in contention for second place in the GTE category. Oops. Wide in the last turn, but didn't lose too much time. But Schmicks is still ahead and pulling away a little bit. Oh, Schmicks getting a little bit out of shape, out of that Opel left-hander. Oh, and outbraking himself, and Deathstroke nearly going into the back of him. This is the only battle going on at the moment. The two Ferraris battling for second place in GTE. Now Deathstroke in the slipstream. Is it powerful enough to get him past? Nope, he is still behind Schmicks. Oh, Deathstroke going through the gravel trap as he gets out of shape through that Opel left-hander. I said it so often, but that turn is very awkward. Like that last corner, that's also very awkward. The turns are cool, but it's sometimes awkward for the handling. It's doing weird things to the cars, the elevation change. Meanwhile, Lumatic is leading comfortably ahead of Schmicks with 13 seconds. Yeah, ahead with a 30-second gap. 13. Have I said 30? I'm sorry. And Monica is leading LMP2 on lap 36 with a comfortable lead of 1:19.6. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like a lap time, but he has a comfortable lead to Streetsmark. Oh, a little too much throttle from Schmicks. Only 10 seconds to go. This is the final lap of the GTSL 1 hour of 1 hour of Algarve as Monica laps Streetspark in the final lap. Monica is now coming through the last few turns to get his number 16 Big Apple Motorsports machine onto the pit straight and cross the line in first place to win the 1 hour of Algarve. Congratulations to him, and congratulations on Streetsmark for that second place for Team Dulspear. Confused at Night is the third placed LMP2 car, a privateer, and he is now powering through the last turn to get his podium position in LMP2, and Gnome is fourth in LMP2. The next guy to cross the line in the right order is Lumatic. Lumatic started last and didn't make a pit stop, and with consistency and strategy he has won the GTE category in the GTSL 1 hour of Algarve. Big congratulations to him. Second place goes to the Portuguese man Schmix. He is second placed on his home track. So a good race for him, and Deathstroke just crossed the line to finish in third GTE place. So the order goes followed. Monica A is first, Streetsmark is second, Confused at Night third, and fourth is Gnome in LMP2. The GTE category looks like followed. Lumatic is first, Schmick second, Deathstroke third, Big Bart Rosler is fourth, and TX Executioner is fifth. He will get the points because he seems to be... Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, I'm confused. Yeah, he's disqualified, but I think he's in the lobby still. And yeah, Zephyr is fifth in LMP2, I forgot to say. So great race by Monica and Lumatic, but also a great race by Schmix and Streetsmark. As yeah, that was a cool race. Not as cool as Daytona, but it was still a successful race. And yeah, I would say this is the end of the 1 hour of Algarve. Highlights will be made maximum one week later than this live stream. Hope you enjoyed the race, and see you in the next event of GTSL. See you next time.